Hello, this is Coach Panagiota again, and don't forget to hit the button of like and subscribe for the channel, and then you get all the new videos as soon as I post them. So today I would like to discuss something about personal boundaries again. Well, it's so important. We need to take care of our personal boundaries because they affect us so greatly into our personal and professional life. And because of having them sometimes crossed, or because we don't realize which are our personal boundaries, this creates something, defines our future, defines our success or our lack of success. Not knowing our personal boundaries, it's something that is of decisive importance for you and your future. Do you want to achieve things? Do you want to gain at the best level in your life? Do you want to be the best version of yourself? Well, you need to take care of your personal boundaries. And this is very, very important. There are two different ways that we feel that our personal boundaries are crossed. The first one is that we feel that some other people have violated our personal boundaries. We said that, no, I don't want you to speak over me. And yet there is a person who speaks over me, over my voice. And this is that I have declared my personal boundaries, but the other person didn't respect that. The other kind of letting our boundaries being crossed is the sneakiest one. It's when we let our personal boundaries being crossed because we don't show them. We just feel that we are reluctant to defend our personal boundaries. So if somebody speaks over our voice, we don't say that I don't like that. Or if somebody says that I will call you, people call you at midnight and they just do it for job, or they want you to see your personal email during your holidays with your family, and we say we don't actually tell them that I don't like that. People will never understand which are our boundaries. So the first condition, when we have clearly said which are our boundaries and the others clearly cross them, well, there we can address that by just saying our no's. Sometimes also we are afraid of that. We are afraid of the repercussions that may have, of the results that may cause, that it may create a conflict, or it may create, that's what we imagine, it may makes us lose a colleague or a client. But my experience has shown me that when we don't clearly say our boundaries to the others, and by clearly I don't mean to be insulting, is by being respectful, but at the same time be clear and explicative of what we want as human beings, and talk with emotional intelligence there, to have more of our emotional intelligence and empathy to explain which are our boundaries and why we feel they're crossed and what we would like to happen in the future. So you need to say your no. You need to explain to the other person that when you speak over my voice, or when you call me late in the night while I'm together with my family, this affects me. This actually, I don't like that. Well, then you can see that this is something very helpful for you. It's something that it makes you be more of a solid person, a solid personality. And when you show your nose, when you show your limits, and when you stick to your guns, when you stick to your boundaries, people start realizing that here is someone who doesn't want to feel their boundaries crossed, and that, as a result, it makes people respect you more. So you see, this is something like a counter productive, or a counter engineering, reverse engineering result. I say my no's and suddenly people respect me more. And I say what I like and what I don't like, and people regard me as someone who is a person with a strong character, and people tend to respect people with strong character. So in both ways of not protecting our boundaries, the one that somebody evidently has crossed my boundaries, although I said that these were my boundaries, and the other way that I didn't explicitly show which are my boundaries. No, I'm not going to come and help you with your party while I'm having an emergency at my work, or preparing your party, or no, you're not going to be able to call me at midnight if you feel that there is an emergency that is not actually urgent for our work. In both ways, the things you need to say is just explain your no's. Yes, it's difficult. You go away from your comfort zone sometimes. We humans tend to be non-conflictual in general, so we try to avoid as much as we can all the conflicts. But listen what I'm going to say right now. It's very, very important. When you don't say your no and you don't protect your personal boundaries, people are not going to stop there on the first violation of your boundaries. They're going to keep violating them because they don't understand that they are violated, or they don't care. They don't care that you have your boundaries violated. I'm not saying that this happens to every single human being. I'm saying, though, that there are people that they feel that they can use other people in order to achieve their own goals. And you don't want to be the person to be used for that reason, as you can see, okay? Either that's in work or personal life or social life or whatever. So you need to be aware of your personal boundaries, stick to your guns, and feel your guns here are your personal boundaries, your guns or tools to your own creation, to your own creativity, to your own progress. So stick to your guns, stick to your own boundaries. They're not just fences, they are your foundations for your well-being. They're your foundations of building your future. And this is super important. So realize you have first to be aware of what are your personal boundaries and where you want them to be. What exactly will be their nature, where you like to say your yeses and your nos. So be there, think about it, stick to your guns, and start saying to other people with a very nice and communicative way which are your yeses and your nos in life. Start building your foundation. Start showing your character. Start showing your self-respect and your self-confidence by respecting your boundaries. Maybe at first you're going to feel a little bit awkwardly by feeling that you were doing people pleasing. Thank God for that. Maybe you're going to see that some people will start looking at you strangely because you gave them the sign before that, getting used to you doing whatever they liked. So you were the people pleaser in the past for them. So maybe you're going to change all these balances, and maybe you're going to recreate new balances with other people. But in the end, and that's going to be shortly after you start sticking to your guns or your boundaries, actually, you're going to see that more people with self-respect, with a better spiritual intelligence and mental abilities, mental attitudes toward human beings are going to be around you and would like to collaborate with you and work with you and spend time with you, because you're going to find other people who feel that you demand and you win your self-confidence and your self-respect. They want to be and spend time with you because you are a person that shows self-respect, and you're a person who shows self-esteem and self-value. And that's what attracting other human beings. That's what we are attracted by as human beings. So stick to your guns. That means your boundaries. They are your foundation of your success. And don't forget to click the like and subscribe button. Okay, thank you a lot. And if you like it, find out how you can work with me, how I can be your success coach, and realize the life that you want by having the fantastic success in your work and life at the same time. And you can do that by securing your spot, clicking below on the agenda of my Calendly. Okay, see you soon.